think that's interesting too, right? Like if you're in tall grass, you can get a wild encounter. But if you're not in tall grass, you can't. So it kind of limits them in a sense too. So yeah. I mean, that's fair, Clark. Since there's not usually a chance of you losing, what's the point of them? And I think the point is, if you're not careful, you could lose the random encounters, right? Like, they do bring a sense of risk to adventuring. If you leave a city, if you leave a safe place, you need to be prepared. Because you know you're going to have a number of these monsters to fight through. And it shows that wherever you are isn't a safe place, right? It gives almost a danger and a risk associated with adventuring, right? But then also, gameplay mechanic-wise, it's a way for your people to level up and, like, have a way of getting stronger on their journey that the player is directly a part of, too, right? Also, it's a way for random encounters for, if the game is balanced in a certain way, get the player familiar with mechanics enough and challenges of fighting different monsters and strategies, so that when you get to a boss, right, like they can throw a lot of stuff at you that the game has organically taught you through these wild encounters or random encounters, right? I don't know. I feel like there's a lot of reasons for them as well. Like, sure, one by itself may not kill you. Clark with the 10 bits. Clark, thank you so much for those 10 bits. That is greatly appreciated. Thank you so much, man. That's very generous. Very, very generous. Thank you so much. Thanks, bro. I appreciate that. I don't know, like, oh, surprise encounter. I mean, although, like, with saying all of that and saying, like, hey, I do enjoy random encounters and stuff, at the same time, I understand if people think that they're just annoying, right? Or pointless. I mean, I really like them because I enjoy grinding in video games, and what random encounters let me do that.
This is Dawngrest, my hometown.
I enjoy, for RPG, if I'm enjoying the battle system, I want to fight more, right? Like all that extra fighting I did just now while I was talking with y'all, I didn't have to do, but I was having fun. I was enjoying beating things up and leveling up, and wild encounters let me do that. So, yeah. Ooh, that sounds pretty legit, DJ. DJ, can you link that in our Discord, dude?
Lively place.
I would love to check that out.
Well, it's the second largest city after the Imperial capital. It's run entirely by the guilds.
I thought it'd be more dark and dank, you know? Like a den of villains.
That's just a prejudice people have about the guilds.
I'm sure the bad reputation of the Blood Alliance is to blame for that.
Yeah. Jeez, Yuri, you make it sound like I'm a villain.
No, you're just a coward.
If you're a villain, what does that make him?
Point taken. So, how should we go about tracking down Barbos?
The best way is probably to stop by the Union and check there.
The Union, a guild collective run by the 5 so-called Master Guilds, right?
Thanks, DJ.
Yeah, the Union also serves as the city's government.
But how is this gonna work? Isn't Barbos' Blood Alliance one of the 5 Master Guilds?
Which means if we lay a hand on him, we'll be picking a fight with the Union as well.
We won't know the answer to that until we ask the Dawn.
The Dawn is the boss of the Union, isn't he?
Yep. Dawn Whitehorse, leader of Altosk, the most powerful of the 5 Master Guilds.
All right, let's go see what the Dawn has to say then. You know the way, right, Carol?
Hey, wait! He's not the kind of person you can just meet. I don't really know if...
Please?
Union headquarters is in the north part of town.
Okay. Real quick, we learned a whole bunch of skills. Okay, he still has one more skill to learn on that. She has one more. He's done. Okay, let's switch up his. He's done. Okay. Wait, no. And he doesn't have another one to learn. Okay. So I'll just give him whatever his highest attack is, which is what he's already using. Okay, that's fine. Okay, is this an N? No, it's another market. Okay. But speaking of music, I found out I was going through random YouTube videos today during work, right? As I do, because I need to have sound on of some sort. And I found out I kind of love New Orleans blues. I really like blues music. I had no idea. Like, I'm not really familiar with that genre of music, like blues in general, but I was going through it and like there was like this street band on YouTube playing called, what was it? Tuba Skinny. I think it was Tuba Skinny. Look them up on YouTube. Really, really good. And I just loved it. Was this agility? Yep. And it was, I don't know what it was. It was just something about, like, because it was jazzy, but it was a bit different as well. And I don't know. I really, really liked it. But so my question to y'all's chat is, do y'all like blues? Like bluesy or jazzy type music? I thought I bought her something to put on. Apparently I didn't. Him, though, I want him to put on the Thiefscape. Well, that Thiefscape is a lot better than these boots. I should buy more of these Thiefscapes. Okay. And then... yeah, I need to buy more of those Thiefscapes. Oh, I'm out of money, chat. Uh-oh. Well, I was not expecting that. Okay. How do you do a role-playing? So, DJ, basically, if you think about it, it's like acting. Right? So an actor, when they're in a movie or a play, they play a role, right? They take the part or the person or character that is in the storyline. What a role-playing game does, it lets you take in that role, that character. So the main character in this game is Yuri. So this is the main role-playing game because I get to influence Yuri's decisions. So as he levels up, I get to customize him. So I get to play his role. And other games, such as tabletop games, right? Dungeons and Dragons, you're basically playing any character you want to. You're pretending. And in that game, you have complete and utter control of everything your character in that world does. So if you choose to just go and steal everything, you can, and you're playing what you feel like your character would do in that situation. I feel like that's a pretty terrible explanation of what role-playing is. But let me know if that made sense. I feel like that was kind of terrible. Let me know. So you like blues, Levi. Okay, and DJ doesn't really like it. Okay. I don't know. But look up Tuba Skinny Chat. Like, it's pretty cool, to be honest.
Resound, O cry of victory!
I watched this one off crazy with notifications. Sorry.
Sorry, but you're going bye-bye.
Like, let's see here, what else? Kingdom Hearts 3. DJ, you said you were really looking forward to Kingdom Hearts 3, playing that game. So that game is an action RPG, right? It's a Japanese RPG. It's an RPG because you get to take the role or the character of Sora in that game. And you get to can't really influence his decisions. It's a pretty linear story, but that character levels up. You choose how that character plays, how he approaches fights, and that's where the decision making and everything kind of comes into play, if that makes sense. So I guess in these type of games where it's less story driven choices and more combat driven choices, right? But either way, you're making a choice. And that's where the role-playing comes into the genre as a whole.
Don't get careless. I'll blow you away. It'll be 100 years before you can be.
So the reason I came back out here to fight a little bit is because I need a lot of money. I realized that the end cost in this town is 400 gold, the money here. And I only had enough to stay once at the inn. So I needed more stuff. I needed more money so that if we need to stay at the inn again, we can. So we're gonna be grinding for a minute while we get so we get some more money.
Don't get in our way. These are the threads that we...
And we get to level up a whole bunch of skills and stuff. I mean, that's your prerogative, DJ. If an artist's actions in their day-to-day life, if you don't agree with those actions and that upsets you, sure, you can use that to not listen to their not listen to their music or support them as an artist.
Yeah, I beat you into next week.
Next, finish that one.
I actually like some of Justin Bieber's stuff. Right, Levi? It's really good. It's really good. I found it today and I'm like, oh snap. Apparently I really like blues. Especially New Orleans blues. New Orleans. Is that how they say it there? I'm not sure. I don't have the correct accent. But okay, how about you don't get pick recover? Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Let's not use items right now. Let's go ahead and change up our default. Magic arts. I'm setting up my allies. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I am going through and setting up what I want my allies to do in any scenario, right? Like, how much HP do they have? Should they attack or walk away? Should they use all of their spells until they have absolutely nothing, or save some of it? Should they use any items? If so, what kind of items? And so that's what I was setting up real quick. So you can kind of control your the other AI party members while you can influence a little bit. Pitbull? Yeah, I've heard of him. I don't really know too much of his music though, to be honest.
Man, I was just getting warmed up.
That's 600 for that. Very nice. Okay. Yeah, so apparently I really like blues. So I think I'll probably be asking people for some nice recommendations of different blues artists that people really like.
Don't get cocky.
Ow. Okay, and again, these pre-Mintus guys are pretty legit looking, to be honest. Ah, there's one left. Okay. Good job, Rita. Run away.
You
Okay,
want
good.
revenge? Bring it.
And we're getting a whole bunch of items too, so that's really, really good. Probably shouldn't walk over here and investigate what this thing is. Ooh. Flying enemy. Who are you?
This looks easy.
Don't get careless.
Those crabs, I feel like we've seen them earlier before. I wonder if they have the same stats as the last time we saw them. Okay, this bird needs to die.
Oh,
Okay.
guess we're done.
DJ, are you talking about the Xbox games that you purchased digitally on that platform? Is that what you're wondering?
Guess we can do this.
And if that's what you're wondering about, then the answer is I don't know. Because you bought them for your Xbox One, you bought them for that console. If you get rid of that console, there's no guarantee that you'll be able to play those games again on another console, right? You bought them for that console. Ooh, these guys. So it's kind of like I bought a Moonlighter on my Switch digitally. I don't expect Nintendo, when they come out with their next system, to honor my purchase of Moonlighter on their next system. So if I get rid of my Switch, I can't play Moonlighter anymore, right? I purchased it for the Switch. I didn't purchase it for their next console. Because making a game or a system backwards compatible is a big deal. Ooh, these guys are a bit stronger. Can you all leave her alone, please?
Man,
Oof, we just got our butt handed to us.
Finish that one.
I learned a whole bunch of skills, though. Not really, DJ. As far as I know, there's not a lot of details on it, no. But I mean, it sounds like you know about as much as I do, that Project Scarlet is their next console, right? Honestly, I feel like the only way you could probably learn more than that, other than like, hey, it's our next console, is maybe rewatch their E3 presentation, right? Rewatch that and see if there's anything there that you can pick up on.
Okay, let's go.
But I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. I'm gonna edit this. We'll choose her and conditions. Yeah, but as far as I know, there's not a lot of details. Kind of like there's not a lot of details on the PlayStation 5 either yet.